Excuse me. Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? K&B, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for C Plus Studios and a Paper Saber universe. Welcome to the New World Podcast, brother. And we're talking WrestleMania Goes Hollywood, WrestleMania 39, WrestleMania 2023. I received the lineup for night 1 on Saturday and night 2 on Sunday. So we're going to go into picks and predictions. Also, my thoughts on where things should land on the card. So, let's just get right into it. We got night 1. Night 1 is pretty stacked, and they announced that John Cena and Austin Theory will start the show. It will kick off WrestleMania weekend for the United States Championship. And this match has really had little to no build. John came in and just tore down Theory. And after that, really nothing else. Austin Theory had that empty arena promo, and I said what I said when the audience just doesn't care. A couple people responded to that. They're like, no, I care. I was like, yes, I care as well. I care about Austin Theory in so many levels, because I think Austin Theory is awesome, but he's just been steering and like with the selfie thing and this and that, and I'm picking Austin for the win because there's no benefit of John winning. No, there's no benefit. He even said it in his promo. He's like, if I win, you're done, and I think John laying those seeds of doubt is something for the story itself. And if Austin Theory can beat John Cena, I think it might be a little bit of a boost to his reputation. And I know John really wants to see the talent go up, the golden shovel, if you will, because I think I feel like this is the intention of this match, is for Theory to beat John Cena, to get all the doubters off him, to be like, holy crap, Austin Theory beat John Cena for United States Championship, retained it against John, the You Can't See Me John, guy on the 2K23 cover for WWE's game. He's gonna be the one that's gonna be like, hey, look at my resume, and one of the ones I've knocked down, John Cena. So that's my pick for this match right here, is Austin Theory getting the win, getting a little bit of a rub from John, and that's meant to sound dirty. Here's a match I feel like this match should have started the show. In my opinion, let's start off the night. And I was thinking this should have been on night 2. Then we could have had Bianca and Asuka on night 1, and have night 2 have Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship to start night 2, and just have a nice sandwich. But that's not what they're going with. They're having it on night 1. So it'll be Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley, a very personal story. Charlotte's the star, and Rhea Ripley wants to be the star. And my pick is Rhea. I feel like this is her big redemption moment, because the first time she didn't beat Charlotte. And to be really honest, I believe it was in the empty arena match, she lost to Charlotte. And a lot of things changed in those moments, and it was crazy. Is like I got WrestleMania 2020, the empty arena, on Blu-ray here coming soon. I got 2021, and so many things that have changed over the span. I was looking at 2019, the Blu-ray I got. I was like, man. And when Roman was rocking that vest and everything like that, and where we were story-wise, and how Rhea was gonna have her moment in that Buccaneers stadium, but everything taken away, changes made on the fly. And I feel like this is the moment for Rhea to win that championship, to be, in that light. What do we go from there, though? Does she stay with Judgment Day? Does she continue? Does she flip herself into being a babyface? I think that would be, and then she does get cheers. She's mommy. She gets cheers, man. Like, I think that Charlotte is really going to guide Rhea in this match. And Rhea is going to, take that guidance, and they're going to put on a banger. I'm hoping that it's so damn good that we hear this is awesome chance, because these two women deserve that, especially for the build of the story. And I know the last we have SmackDown before this that's coming on. We have one more meetup between all these contenders against each other. One more hoorah before WrestleMania, and I think Charlotte and Rhea are gonna have one more, because Charlotte's last promo from last week, interrupted by the whats and her, acknowledging the what chants and whatnot. But I think we're going to have one more good send-off between these two, and I think it should be a brawl. One more brawl, or at least a face-to-face promo confrontation, going at each other, and so they can get going for being on night one. So my pick, though, is Rhea Ripley to win the SmackDown Women's Championship and becoming the superstar that she clearly is. Mommy star. All right, now, big story. I feel like this match should be the main event of night one. The Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the Universal Undisputed Tag Team Championships. This match should go on last. Just because of what we're doing here, storytelling wise, with Roman and Cody, the bloodline, everything falling to the wayside, the bloodline crumbling within, Solo being on the edge of, is Solo gonna turn on Roman? So this is the big moment we've been waiting for this whole time, the building of Sami, and and how he took over the wrestling world. The world loves Sami. We all love Sami, and it was so great to see Sami get some love. And this is WrestleMania, this is that moment, and I feel like it should go on last. It's been, that's just how I feel. And with Kevin and Sami winning, dethroning the Usos from that tag team pedestal that they've been on for so long, and that's what I think we should go with here. And this is my prediction, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. I know these two teams are gonna put on a match, brothers versus brothers. It's gonna be crazy. The Usos know how to do a great tag team. KO and Sammy's like, let's go do some crazy ass spots. It's gonna be a war and a fight with just pure entertaining pro wrestling at its finest, tag team wrestling at its finest, and this match is gonna be that. I hope this is what I was thinking. I was like, man, what if Jay turns on Jimmy, and that's how Kevin and Sami win that's why when Jimmy was like, no, we ain't gonna give you the opportunity to face this for these tag teams. But Jay's like, no, think about it. We can end this right now. We can take care of these two problems right now, and we can end it at WrestleMania, putting these titles online, because Jay is the one that put the titles on the line, and Roman was the one that was like, hey, why are you making shots? I've been trying to get a hold of you for a while. Like, what's been going on? Like, you automatically come in and just start making decisions for the family. So I'm wondering if that's what's gonna happen. This big, sucking the air out of that arena, and Jay turning on Jimmy, making his statement, and willing to sacrifice his brother and those tag team titles to walk away from the bloodline. So we shall see, and it couldn't be that. It could just be a straight up, crazy banger of a tag team match, and KO and Sami get the win. And it's big, it's huge. Have it at the end of the night, have the fireworks go off. Sami and Kevin deserve an amazing moment like this, especially with the fireworks going off. And I'm hoping that this is the main event for night one. That's why we're tuning in. So I hope it's not lost in the middle of the card. There's some things on this, on this night one, that I have here on my notes. I'm just like, yeah, that can be in the middle. That can be in the middle. So, this match coming up next: Becky Lynch, Lita, Trish Stratus versus Damage Control. Their last meeting on Raw, I got more invested into this story, mainly because of Becky. This is the same old thing. You're doing the same old thing since SummerSlam and blah, blah, blah. I thought this was going to be done at War Games. I thought this was going to be done, going on and on and on. And I was just like, man, damn, Becky, you're selling this match. I think these women are going to put on a great 6 women tag match. at WrestleMania, but I don't feel good for Damage Control. I feel like this is the end for Damage Control. I think Dakota and Io are just going to go off and do their own thing, or stay together, become their own tag team, leave Bayley, and Bayley has to go back to the drawing boards and rebuild her character without Damage Control. You know, as cool as Damage Control was, and when we got it at SummerSlam and stuff like that, it was one of those things where it's like, oh, this is going to be great. And it's been okay. It's been mild at best. They started off hot, you know, great name, Damage Control for the team and stuff like that. I'm really getting tired of this whole Becky thing, like Becky versus Damage Control, and she had to bring Lita, and they won the tag team title. So, but I already feel Becky and Lita and Trish are going to win. Why, you know, and Becky and Lita are still going to be tag team champions for a little bit. I'm hoping that Ronda and Shayna go after Becky and Lita to win those championships, because I remember hearing a comment with Ronda saying like, "Hey, I want to get in the tag team division." You know, so we shall see. I feel like Becky, Lita, Trish takes the win, and Damage Control falls apart, and Bayley is left alone. Now, another banger, Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul on his birthday. I gotta get. I think I hate saying this. You know, I already know that I'm gonna get some shit for it. I think Logan Paul's gonna beat Seth. They're gonna put on one hell of a match, but I think Logan Paul is gonna get the win to have one more niche on his belt, saying like, I beat Seth freaking Rollins at WrestleMania in your sport that I'm not. I'm not supposed to be here. He's been cutting some great mics. He's knocked out Seth twice, and I could be wrong. Seth could get the win. Seth could be like, I beat Logan Paul, but I just got that feeling we're probably going to see Logan's brother, Jake Paul, and is it Jake? Is it Jake? I don't know. I don't know the Pauls that well. I know Logan, but Logan's been putting on some bangers, man. Every match he's been in, to his debut, he's been freaking fantastic, and he's shut up a lot of doubters and haters, and I feel like this is going to be one of those huge moments, him getting a win over Seth at a WrestleMania. But where do we go with Seth? Where do we go back to the drawing boards with Seth? What's Seth's path? Where does he go after losing to a Logan Paul? So there's a lot to think about this match itself. Like, where do Logan? He's an attraction that shows up for the big shows, but Seth is still gonna be there, grinding and hopefully one day getting a shot at the undisputed Universal Championship. So, but I'm picking Logan Paul for the win. Yes, go ahead. Start giving me shit in the comments below. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio, the father versus son. Rey getting into the Hall of Fame. So much building to this storyline that we all care about. Like I've said before, I jumped out of my seat when Rey finally punched Dominic in the face, and I was like, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. I'm picking Dominic Mysterio for the win. And maybe Rey Mysterio retires after this. This was his big moment and last send-off and blast off into, being a legend. And I wouldn't mind that. Dominic getting a win over his dad, and it could be a dirty win too. It could be something where a low blow and he covers him 1, 2, 3. But I feel like this is gonna be a great match. Rey's gonna lead the way, and I love Dominic. I love this. I love this version of Dominic. My wife does too. We're just like, man, watching him grow, and I was like, man, you watching from him in this realm, from the Thunderdome and stuff. I go like seeing him way back in the day, the ladder match, who gets custody with Eddie and this and that. I was like, man, I've been invested with this kid for a long time, and I'm glad that he's finally growing into his own, and it's fantastic. So up next, Braun, the Fatal 4-Way Showcase Tag Team match. Braun Strowman, Ricochet versus Alpha Academy versus Street Profits versus the Viking Raiders. This match is just going to be fun. We saw in that 8-man tag how these teams just went at it, and I think in this Fatal 4-Way we're going to get some great spots and great moments. We're just going to go balls to the wall. I'm picking the Street Profits for the win. I think we're gonna get the Street Profits back on track and get them going towards maybe being contenders for KO and Sammy for those Universal Undisputed Tag Team Championships. Why did I say Universal? Undisputed Tag Team Championships. So I think Street Profits are going to win this one. Either way, even if Alpha Academy wins, I feel like they're going to tear Alpha Academy apart, especially with this whole Maxine Mel Models storyline they got. They got Otis, they're prepping him. They're getting him ready for, something of that nature. So we shall see, but I'm picking the Street Profits. All right, that's night 1, April 1st, Saturday, for WrestleMania Goes Hollywood, WrestleMania 39, WrestleMania 2023, whatever you want to call it. That's night 1. Now, night 2, April 2nd. I'm going to save Roman and Cody for the end, but I'm going to go through everything else. First, a match that I did not get invested in until the packages on Raw made me care about this match for the Raw Women's Championship, because the build has been terrible. The laughing and the goofing, the mist and stuff like that. I know these women are going to put on a great match. So Bianca Belair versus Asuka. I'm picking Asuka for the win. Just because of the fact of I think Bianca's time as champion has come to an end. I want to see somebody else with the title, and I want to see Asuka move up in the stratosphere, winning that championship, just because she went back to the drawing boards. New look, new face paint, new music, new coat of paint, refreshing Asuka for herself. I don't know if they made, you can't make a plan like that with not getting the title on Asuka, or unless you do waste this opportunity, you have Bianca win, and I'm just like, then here goes Asuka back to the drawing board, just like Shinsuke Nakamura. Like they just fade away back to the back of the line and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't want that for Asuka. I got a feeling Asuka's going to beat Bianca, and it's going to be a big moment. And another thing I'm excited about is the entrances of all these superstars and what's going to happen. I already have a feeling that Cody's going to have a band there playing his theme song, and it's going to be rocking Downstate. I think the band's called Downstate. I have it somewhere here, but I think we're going to hear Cody's song, The Kingdom, with a live band. Is going to be like, whoa, it's going to be huge. And like I said, everyone's interest is going to be crazy. That's the one thing I'm excited for to see. I remember that one year when Charlotte came on the helicopter. I thought that was awesome. There's so many great moments, like Triple H. I'm excited for those. I'm excited to see the ring gear they'll be wearing, because they always do customs for themselves. So, and I can't wait to see what Asuka does. So, but Asuka for the win for the Raw Women's Championship. All right. Triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. This match is going to be Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. I'm picking Sheamus. Baby, all the way, because he has not won this title. And how fucking awesome would it be if Sheamus won the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania? Big moment for Sheamus himself. If you haven't been watching his workout videos, they're so much fun. It's inspiring me to work out once I get this foot thing figured out, but I cannot wait for this match. Gunther, Drew, Sheamus, they're going to tear down the house. This is probably going to be the best intercontinental match we're going to see, next to Sheamus and Gunther at Clash at the Castle. So bring it on, baby. I'm excited. Now, big match here. Hell in a Cell. The build-up. This is a storyline that's been going on for a while, and I've stated previously in a podcast before, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with Edge. I'm done with Judgment Day. I'm done with this feud. It's just because they've been he gets beat up. He's gone. He gets beat up, and then he's gone. He gets beat up, and then he's gone. Let's make that song. Edge. He gets beat, and then he's gone. And then he comes back, and brings his wife, and then she gets beat up, and they're gone. So now, here we go. Hell in a Cell. The Demon, Finn Balor, versus Edge, the Devil, in a Hell in a Cell. I'm picking Balor. I don't see why Edge would win. I think Balor's due for a big WrestleMania moment, especially beating Edge in a Hell in a Cell as the Demon, and I cannot wait to see how he comes out. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, y'all. It's going to be crazy, super crazy. Okay? But yeah, Balor Demon for the win over Edge. It's going to be crazy. I'm hoping to see some blood, something in a Hell in a Cell, but it's WWE. So, yeah. Brock Lesnar versus Omos. I think Omos is going to win. I think everyone's going to be like, holy crap, Omos beat Brock Lesnar? Yes. Because, Omos is a beast. They've been trying to build Omos for a while. This dude is talented with the mic, not on promos, but he raps. But I feel like Omos is, this is about passings of the torch, getting these superstars over the next generation. And I don't see why Brock Lesnar would beat Omos unless it's in Brock Lesnar's interest to be like, I'm going to beat the kid. So I think Omos is going to get the win, and everyone's going to be like, oh my God, get those great moments in the crowd being like, he beat Brock Lesnar. How in the hell did that happen? I think, like I said, Omos for the win on this one, but it's going to be that big moment of like, oh, yes, So now the women's fatal 4-way tag team match. Really no interest in, it was just one of those things like we got 2 showcase matches, women, men's. And the women's tag team fatal 4-way showcase was just like, hey, you doing anything? You doing anything? Tag team. You doing anything? You doing anything? Tag team. Ronda, Shayna makes sense because they've been rocking it with each other. Sonya Deville, Chelsea Green, what they call them, the Karens. So, Natalia, Shotzi, I was just like, okay. Then Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. I am picking Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler for the win because I want to see them go after those women tag team titles for Becky and Lita. That's a marquee tag team match right there. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch and Lita for those titles. And let's start getting the women's tag team division going. And let's actually have them have tag team names. And I'm not saying I don't care about any of these women. I'm just saying like these pairs were just like, oh, okay. Yeah, you two. And Ronda and Shayna like makes sense in all that regards because they're dominant. They're gonna whoop some ass when they get in that ring. So, and I love Chelsea Green, I love Sonya Deville, I love Natalia, I love Shotzi, love Liv Morgan, love Raquel Rodriguez, but I'm just one of those things where I just feel like if we're gonna build this division, we gotta build it strong, and why not have Ronda and Shayna go over? So that's just my pick. I still think we're going to get some awesomeness out of this match. I think this whole WrestleMania weekend is just going to be full of awesomeness. So let's get right to it. Now, the meats and potatoes. What we've been waiting for since WrestleMania 2022. The hushes, the rumors. Is Cody coming back? Is Cody Rhodes coming back to WWE? Is he leaving AEW? Started a company, and taking out the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the Universal Undisputed WWE Championship. I hope I got that in order. But this is what we've been waiting for, folks. We've been waiting to finish the story, if you will, and Cody winning, beating Roman, dethroning Roman, and the Roman Empire, the bloodline, crumbling beneath his feet. And that's why I really want the Usos and Kevin Owens and Sami to be on night 1, the main event. Then on night 2, it's Roman versus Cody. We're telling this huge story with Roman and Cody and KO and Sami. And it's all coming down to this in Hollywood What a Hollywood ending. The good guys win. The bad guys are done. They're falling apart, and we can celebrate the night after on Monday Night Raw. That's going to be a huge Monday Night Raw. Seeing Cody with those titles is going to be glorious. And I heard rumors of Triple H getting rid of the Universal Championship and us having one definitive championship, the WWE Championship. I'm all for that. I don't mind the Universal Championship, but one championship. And I was like, man, what if Cody brought back the Winged Eagle Championship? Because he's very old school like that. How he did that with the IC title and everything. So I can't wait. I know these two are gonna put on one hell of a show. 2 nights, and we still got Super Card of Honor. We still got a bunch of other indie shows that are going on. It's a good time to be a pro wrestling fan, folks. It's a great time. And WrestleMania week is here. It's in full effect. The excitement level is out of this stratosphere, atmosphere. I don't have another rhyme for that, but there we go. My picks and predictions for WrestleMania Goes Hollywood 2023. We'll see if I'm right or wrong after I do my reviews for both nights. So tell me what you think. What'd you think of my picks? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Did you think like, man, this guy's full of shit? Drop those comments below. Let's have this conversation because we're wrestling fans. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm wrong. But this is the way I feel like the story should go with these matches and who should win, who should go over. So we shall see. There we go, folks. The New World Podcast bringing you those picks and predictions, brother, for WrestleMania Goes Hollywood. Waffle, waffle, waffle. All right. That's it. That's all. Go get yourself some merch at our TeePublic store. The New World Podcast logo designed by Penta X. Go check him out. Go check out his music. He has a great single for the late and great Razor Ramon. Show some love. Get that True Sexy Ninja mascot we have created by Katie. Anything and everything helps to keep the show rolling, to keep us rolling here at C Plus Studios, keeping the lights on at C Plus Studios and a Paper Saber universe. Then after that, I'm getting all wonky here. Okay. After that, like and subscribe. Share with your grandma, share with your grandpa, share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And as always, put up them 2 sweet signs right now. The New World Podcast is for life.
I stick you in this ring and become the first Rhodes to ever say he is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion.